Welcome to Nutrition Your Way. I'm your host, Cindi Stickle. This podcast is for those of you that finally want to have control over your own health and your family's health. This is for you if you don't know what to eat to help your chronic illness or even your child's ADHD. I will share with you how to easily swap out unhealthy ingredients in your food for healthier ingredients that won't make you sicker or affect your chronic illness. And yes, you can still eat your favorite foods. Other areas I will cover include how to remove toxins from your food and life, how to eliminate the overwhelm you have with your health, including how to read labels, meal plan and prep, and how to manage grocery shopping with ease. My goal is to make biohacking effortless. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nutrition Your Way, where I talk about flexible nutrition, nutrition for menopause, anything that's going to help, remove chronic illness from your life. Today we are talking about cracking the hot flash code, food triggers, flexible eating, and natural solutions. So we'll be diving into foods that can trigger your hot flashes. We're going to explore a flexible approach to eating during menopause and discuss some natural solutions that can help you stay cool and comfortable. So if you're tired of those sudden heat waves, stick around. We're about to decode the mystery of hot flashes together. So let's start by looking at some common culprits. So first up is spicy foods. Spicy foods, and particularly those containing capsaicin found in chili peppers, can be a major trigger for many women. And here's why. Capsaicin activates heat receptors in the body, raising your core temperature. This increase can trick your body into thinking it's overheating, triggering a hot flash. Spicy foods can also increase circulation and metabolism, further contributing to the feelings of warmth. If you're a spicy lover experiencing frequent hot flashes, you might want to consider these strategies. So gradually reduce spice levels in your cooking. Experiment with herbs and spices that add flavor without heat, such as garlic, ginger, or turmeric. And if you can't give up spicy food entirely, try consuming it earlier in the day rather than close to bedtime. So then that way it's not affecting you at night and you can't sleep because of it. So next on the list would be caffeine. I know. Everybody loves caffeine. Well, we know caffeine is found in coffee, tea, chocolate, and some sodas. And caffeine can be a significant trigger for hot flashes and can exacerbate sleep disturbances. So here's how it affects the body. It stimulates the central nervous system, increasing your heart rate and metabolism. Caffeine can cause blood vessels to constrict and then dilate, leading to flushing, like getting red. It may interfere with temperature regulation in your body. And consuming caffeine, especially later in the day, can disrupt sleep patterns. If you're sensitive to caffeine, let's try these management strategies. So gradually reducing caffeine intake to minimize withdrawal symptoms. Switch to decaf alternatives or herbal teas. And if you must have caffeine, try to limit it to the morning only. And be aware of hidden sources of caffeine like chocolate or some medications. I know about a year and a half ago, I stopped drinking coffee altogether in the morning. I'd get up and drink coffee. And being a former teacher, I even had a little coffee pot in my classroom. So I was drinking way too much coffee, 80 ounces of coffee a day. So I cut that out. I drink matcha tea, which is really good for menopause. It has a little bit of caffeine in it. I drink my Axio nootropic energy drink, and that has a little bit of caffeine in it, but I don't live on caffeine anymore. And I'll have coffee once in a while, but it definitely, caffeine has its good qualities and bad qualities. But yeah, I don't drink it past 3 o'clock. Not that I stay awake, but I just prefer not to. So now let's talk about alcohol. So alcohol consumption can significantly impact menopausal symptoms, especially hot flashes and night sweats, and here's why. It causes blood vessels to dilate, leading to skin flushing and a rise in skin temperature. Alcohol can interfere with the body's ability to regulate temperature. It may disrupt sleep patterns, potentially increasing the frequency of night sweats. And some studies suggest alcohol may affect estrogen levels, further influencing hot flash frequency. A lot of people think that they pass out because they've had too much to drink and they're getting good sleep. No. It's not good sleep, and you feel worse when you wake up because that sleep was not the right kind of sleep that you need, which makes your hot flashes worse. So, if you enjoy the occasional drink, consider these suggestions. Limit or avoid alcohol, especially before bedtime. If you choose to drink, opt for red wine, which contains resveratrol. It's an antioxidant that may have some benefits for menopausal women. Stay hydrated by drinking water alongside alcoholic beverages. And be aware that alcohol tolerance may change during menopause. So please, 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 this is not your permission to go drink red wine. It's just the lesser of all evils when it comes to alcohol. So I stopped drinking too about a year and a half ago, just because I didn't like the way it made me feel. And now I know, and being postmenopausal, why it was bothering me. So let's go on to sugar and refined carbs. Consuming foods high in sugar and refined carbohydrates can potentially trigger or worsen hot flashes, and here's how. These foods cause rapid spikes in blood sugar followed by sharp drops. So it's anyone who's diabetic or insulin resistant, or carbs really bother you like me. Yeah, you eat something and 5 minutes later you're so tired because your sugar dropped quickly. The blood sugar fluctuation can affect hormone levels and body temperature regulation. And insulin resistance, which is more common during menopause, can exacerbate these effects. So instead of sugary and refined carb-heavy foods, let's look at these alternatives that are healthier. Choose complex carbohydrates like whole grains, legumes, and vegetables that provide a steady release of energy. Incorporate more fiber-rich foods to help stabilize blood sugar levels. Pair carbohydrates with protein and healthy fats to slow digestion and prevent rapid blood sugar changes. And consider low glycemic fruits like berries as a sweet alternative. That's what I do. I cut out sugar many years ago. Not that I still don't eat it, but I noticed that if I eat it, then my body, it's addictive, and my body is craving it again. I use grapes to get that sugar fix. I leave them in my refrigerator so they're really nice and cold, and they are super sweet. So all I have to do is eat one or two, and it's like I ate something like chocolate or something super sweet. And I'm getting something that's healthier, but it's hitting that craving that I have. All right, so here's one that might surprise you. Hot foods and beverages. So while a food type per se, it's not a food type, but the temperature of what we consume can impact hot flashes. So hot foods and drinks can quickly raise your body temperature. Think about in the wintertime. I used to snow ski, so it's like if you're cold, you're drinking hot chocolate or something, or coffee even, and it's warming you up. Well, it's doing the same thing even in the middle of summer. This rapid increase can sometimes trigger a hot flash as the body tries to cool down. And hot beverages before bed may increase the likelihood of night sweats. So try these strategies to minimize the impact. Allow very hot foods and beverages to cool slightly before consuming. Opt for room temperature or cooled versions of your favorite drinks. Instead of coffee, drink iced coffee. But you shouldn't have the caffeine late at night anyway, so that should be decaf. Or try iced teas or coffees if you're not ready to give up that caffeine yet. But if you're cutting your caffeine off, in the middle of the day, you can still have the decaf. And be mindful of soup temperatures, especially in warm environments. Like here in North Texas, where it's summer 8 months out of the year, eating soup on a day when it's 115 degrees out is not ideal. You're already sweating from the weather. All right, so now we have to talk about processed foods. This is where I started coaching as a clean eating coach. One of my superpowers is how to eliminate processed foods with easy swaps. And you can still eat your favorite foods, but with a few tweaks. So, many processed foods contain ingredients that can make menopausal symptoms worse. They make all chronic illnesses worse, to be honest. So, not that menopause is a chronic illness, but anything you have going on in your body, processed foods is just going to make it worse exponentially. So, it's not good to eat it. So, high sodium content can lead to water retention and increased sweating. Preservatives and additives might trigger hot flashes in some women. These foods are often high in unhealthy fats and sugars, which can affect hormone balance. And some processed foods contain hidden sources of caffeine or other stimulants. This is where you need to read labels. I have a complete reading labels guide. I help my clients read labels. I'm very good at reading labels, so reach out if you need help with that. So, now, here's an important point. Individual triggers are going to vary greatly from person to person. Like, my menopausal symptoms were not nearly as bad as other people, but I also was already eating clean. So I know right there my diet was already helping my menopause symptoms. So some common individual triggers include citrus fruits, tomatoes, chocolate, and fatty or fried foods. But your triggers might be different. That's why I always recommend keeping a food diary to identify your personal triggers. And I have a food tracker link in the show notes that you can download. And then here are some tips for identifying your personal triggers. Keep a detailed food and symptom diary for at least 2 weeks. Note not just what you eat, but also quantities, combinations, and timing. Pay attention to environmental factors like room temperature and stress levels that might interact with food triggers. Gradually eliminate suspected triggers one at a time to isolate effects. It's very similar to food allergies, right? You stop eating some things and you slowly add one more to it to see if you're allergic to it. You're doing this, but you're eliminating one thing at a time. And consider working with a nutritionist like myself to analyze your diary and develop a personalized plan. I help so many people with this, and it's so important to get personalized custom plan and not just something that you can buy off Etsy or something you think is gonna help you. No, I look at everything about your situation and create it just for you. So now, before we wrap up, I want to talk to you about 2 important aspects of managing nutrition during menopause that are central to my flexible nutrition approach. Okay, so let's talk about flexible nutrition. As a coach, I don't believe in rigid one-size-fits-all diets. Instead, I advocate for a flexible approach to eating. This means listening to your body, allowing yourself to enjoy a wide variety of food in moderation, and adapting your diet as your body changes through menopause. So now I'm excited to share with you a tool that can be incredibly helpful in managing both nutrition and menopause symptoms. It's a natural plant-based GLP-1 activator. It is patent pending, so clinical studies are going to be coming in soon, and will be available on October 11th. So this episode is going to be on September 23rd. So it's going to be about 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks from when this airs to the kickoff and the launch of this natural plant-based GLP-1 activator. So let's talk about GLP-1, or the glucagon-like peptide 1. It's a hormone in our bodies that plays a crucial role in regulating appetite and metabolism. During menopause, changes in our hormones can affect how our bodies produce and respond to GLP-1. Our bodies already have GLP-1 in it. And all those prescription medications and shots that are out there, all it does is it like pumps more GLP-1 in your body. And they have nasty, dangerous side effects. And you can gain the weight back. This natural plant-based one, it's an activator. It's from a company that is the only activation company out there because it turns on the GLP-1 in your body and you learn to create more on your own without pumping more into it. And there's no side effects because it's all natural and it's plant-based. So some of the benefits are from this natural one is it helps your body activate its own GLP-1 production, like I said, which is crucial because it's working with your body's natural processes, not against it like all the shots do. It helps decrease the food noise we are bombarded with daily. As we've discussed today, certain foods can trigger hot flashes and other menopausal symptoms. By reducing food noise, this product can help you make clearer choices about what to eat. It supports balanced hormones. As we know, hormone balance is key during menopause and can play a role in managing symptoms like hot flashes and night sweats. And of course, it offers all the healthy weight loss benefits associated with GLP-1. Many women struggle with weight changes during menopause, so this can be super helpful. So now you might be wondering how this ties into our discussion about foods that trigger hot flashes and night sweats. So here's the connection. By activating GLP-1 production naturally, this product can help regulate appetite, potentially making it easier to avoid trigger foods. The reduction in food noise can help you be more mindful of what you're eating and making it easier to identify and avoid your personal food triggers. Hormone balance supported by this product may help reduce the frequency and intensity of hot flashes and night sweats overall. And if weight gain is exacerbating your menopausal symptoms, like me, the weight loss benefits could indirectly help manage hot flashes and night sweats. And I am so excited to be able to get this product. I can't start using it till October 11th, but we've had 55 people testing it for the last 3 weeks. And oh my gosh, the results are just amazing. And I just can't wait because I know I've been struggled with my menopause weight and I have been losing weight through my nutrition, tracking it with my macros and doing strength training. But this is going to be a game changer for anyone who is struggling with all that food noise. So just remember that every woman's experience with menopause is unique. What works for one person might not affect another. The key is to pay attention to your body and make adjustments that work for you. Try keeping a food diary for a couple weeks, and remember, note what you eat and when you experience hot flashes or night sweats. This can help you identify patterns and your personal triggers. And you can get on my VIP list for more information on the natural plant-based GLP-1 activator and how it can help you. And the link will also be in the show notes. The food diary and the link to my GLP-1 list will be in the show notes. So the goal here isn't to create a restrictive diet that takes all the joy out of eating. Instead, I want to empower you with knowledge about how different foods may affect your menopausal symptoms and give you tools like flexible nutrition and the GLP-1 activation to support your journey. Okay, so I just want to thank you for listening. Next week, we're going to be talking about more midlife health, stuff in menopause. So stay tuned. And again, thanks for listening to Nutrition Your Way. I'm here to remind you that the path through menopause is your own, and I am here to help you every step of the way. And I will be in your headphones next week. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, I would love for you to leave a review. Thanks for listening today. I really appreciate you tuning in to the Nutrition Your Way podcast to learn about easy swaps, toxin-free nutrition, and how to biohack your family's health. Don't forget to subscribe here, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle or my website cindystickle.com for the latest updates. Links are in the episode description.